Morgan Stanley says the bear market is over, and they have 3 strong data points saying that crypto spring is here, and now is the time to load up on your bags. But what does crypto spring mean, folks? Okay, we're gonna break it down here. Basically, folks, it means the halving is near, and they are strong believers in the 4-year cycle being the strongest indicator for what Bitcoin's price is gonna do. And they break things down into 4 seasons, just like the 4-year cycle. Spring, winter, summer, fall. So what do they all mean? And now is spring. Well, what does it mean? You don't plant plants in the fall. You don't plant plants in the middle of the summer, nor do you do it in the dead of winter. You want to load up the seeds into the dirt right around the spring. And now they're saying this is the crypto spring. So you need to plant those seeds and start loading up your bag. This is all coming from their analyst, Denny Galindo. And I'm going to read a quote from him real quick here. Based on current data, signs indicate that crypto winter may be in the past and that crypto spring is likely on the horizon. Now, this doesn't just apply to Bitcoin either, folks. Alts are pumping as well. Just look at what Chainlink was doing today. Chainlink is over 10%. But a lot of people are saying, well, Chainlink's up. I don't want to buy the wick. You know, I typically don't like buying tokens when they're up in double digits. So what's the next coin that's going to have a wick so I can get in before the wick? Well, Chainlink's main value prop is, of course, it's an oracle, but they're also bridging the gap for real world assets. There's another real world asset play that's a smaller market cap. It's a lower coin market cap rank. It's coming in about 20%, 25% of the value. So only coming in about a fourth of the value. I'm talking about Quant, folks. QNT. Quant is also helping bridge the gap between the blockchain and real world assets. And so if you want to maybe try to find the next link, I like Crypto Quant, or I like Quant. I also like Crypto Quant, the platform. I like Quant, so maybe that's one you could maybe check out. But again, do your own research, folks. So first data point, we have the seasons. Now is the spring. The second data point is the bear market, folks. And he looks at the average time of how long the bear market lasts. And there's 3 since 2012. And he's pointing them out. Well, I started doing more in-depth analysis here. We topped out 2017. You folks probably remember December 2017. Well, it bottomed out right around a year later. It was 366 days later, 365 days in a year. So it was literally a year and a day. Well, let's fast forward to 2021. Is it going to be similar? It will shock you, okay? November, we top out. We end up bottoming out 364 days later. So we went from a year and a day to a year and minus a day. And then, so the crypto winter is really largely playing in line with what we're seeing so far. We had the collapses of the exchange last year. I said this is the bottom. I called it. I tweeted it out. And now it looks like, guys, now that we're about 12 months in the future, was 16K the bottom? It's looking more and more likely, okay? So now let's go to the third and final point here. The last point is the halving event, okay? I'm gonna read another quote here from Danny. Historically, most of Bitcoin's gains come directly after a halving event that occurs every 4 years. Hey, technically it's 3 years and 10 months, but okay, we'll let Danny slide on this one. Back to the quote. Estimates vary, but history indicates that the next halving event could occur sometime in April 2024. He reiterated, signs indicate that crypto winter, Bitcoin's cyclical bear market decline, may be in the past. So his final point is, it's the halving. I agree, this is still the strongest indicator for where Bitcoin's price is gonna go. The second strongest indicator, it's the printing machine. They like to print the machine that makes all the little green rectangles. So that'd probably be number 2. But still, the halving is going to be the strongest event. What is the halving? In case you don't know, every 3 years and 10 months, the Bitcoin reward gets cut in half. This is what the miners are paid to secure the network. And we're going to go from 6.25, and approximately in April of next year, this could fluctuate a little bit. We're going to go from 6.25 to 3.125 rewards. It's going to be the amount of Bitcoin hitting the blockchain every 10 minutes. So we're going from 6 to 3. And so the reward is going to be cut in half. That is going to make that Bitcoin a little bit more expensive. Immediately, it's twice as expensive, but a lot of people are going to cut the machines off. So that Bitcoin's going to get more expensive to mine. Historically, when this happens, Bitcoin's price goes up. And folks, I just want to say, you coincide this Morgan Stanley report with the ETF news that we're seeing. We're seeing it from BlackRock. We're seeing it from Vanguard. We're seeing it from the largest institutional players in the industry. They're all saying Bitcoin is the future, and Bitcoin is more and more looking like, a safety quality asset. That is a large departure from what we saw 5 years ago from these big bankers, 10 years ago even. But let me warn you, I don't expect the ride to be smooth. In fact, it's going to be bumpy. This is going to be a very bumpy ride as we reach 69K again. I do think we'll, I'm putting an approximate timeline around 14 months. I think we set in a new all-time high, and then the new all-time high probably 4 or 5 months after that. So we're setting up a bumpy ride. They don't want the ride to be smooth. They want the ride to be bumpy. They want to shake you out of the Bitcoin, okay? Do not sell your Bitcoin to BlackRock at 25K. Do not sell your Bitcoin to Morgan Stanley at 24K, okay? I'm warning you, they want to shake out the weak hands. They want to shake out all the weak players. They don't want you to believe in Bitcoin. They want you to be uncertain. They want to increase that FUD. And so while they're buying, I'm going to be buying, folks. I'll slow down my DCA as the price starts to increase, but now is not the time to dump all your holdings. Now is the time to be patient, folks. But don't take my word for it, okay? Listen to the whales. Listen to BlackRock. Listen to Morgan Stanley, okay? You don't just got to listen to DZ at Discover Crypto, but if you do, I have a good feeling I'll see you at the top.